Wrap it up. All right, that's good. Put them cuffs down for y'all drop something.
Yeah, that's why I was listening. That already this, and I'm kind of timid right now with everything.
Y'all know what I'm saying? But all right, y'all. So let me just bring it back real quick to Takiyah because I really do want her to share her outlook on this, and not only that, I also want her to share a little bit of her story as far as, you know, when it comes to forgiveness. And you don't have to forgive, or should you just be focused on letting go? Because I think, in my opinion, I can't say forgiveness because forgiveness is important, you know, to some people. To some people for a certain reason. But I think the biggest thing is that we should be learning to not forgive, but to learn to let go and move on.
Yes.
You know. So Takiyah, share with me what you felt about Faith's poem and how it may have resonated with you.
No, I think it was very real because at the end of the day, I think a lot of women, the majority of women have experienced someone that we definitely should have just shitted on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we give chance after chance because we're thinking that certain behaviors and certain actions are going to change when in fact they just multiply and they magnify into something even greater, a greater level of disrespect. So my stance on I don't have to forgive you because of the simple fact that your freedom does not lie in my forgiveness.
Yes.
Me forgiving myself is how I break free. So me forgiving myself
Clap it up, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to forgive myself and not trusting myself enough to walk away. I had to forgive myself enough to understand that, yeah, Takiyah, you might have ignored certain signs. You might have did X, Y, Z because everyone wanted to highlight that to me like I couldn't see it myself. You know what I'm saying? So for me, forgiveness was within. It had nothing to do with me saying to the person that abused and hurt me, I forgive you. I don't have to.
Yes.
I don't have to do that in order to be free. I don't have to do that in order to be blessed. And no, because the last time I was here, y'all called me bitter, broken, and a whole bunch of other things because I said what I
didn't.
Yeah.
The comments, the chat room.
The people in here. They was feeling like
you know, it's not easy for us to walk away.
I was in the kid's defense. I was like, how y'all gonna tell her how she's supposed to feel?
That's like when
y'all don't have
when
right
anybody
to
had
do
enough,
that.
they know when they had enough.
Yeah, and then they never, they never experienced
she
that.
has the right to express herself. They have a right to their opinion.
And she has the right to walk
everybody
away.
been through something.
Well, like I explained the last time, I said we
y'all.
teach of every false essence of forgiveness in the church world, right? So in the church world, we tell people that in order for you to be free, you got to forgive. In order for you to be blessed, you got to forgive. Because how many times has your father forgiven you? Like, I could run down every scripture if I wanted to, right? But at the end of the day, he wasn't talking to me in that aspect. You were talking to Israel. Israel had a lot of forgiveness to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They had a lot of things that they needed to make atonement for that they absolutely could not. That has nothing to do for me because my father already died for every single last sin. That person's sins and my sins. You understand what I'm saying? So my job is not to forgive this person while they're walking here on this earth. Their job is to live a lifestyle to where they are pleasing to him. You don't got to please me no more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't together. We ain't doing nothing. I ain't your friend. I ain't your enemy. I'm nothing to you. You don't exist.
And maybe you was his lesson. Maybe the next time.
Because he did it to the same one after.
He still has some growing to do.
Well, you learn something because I guess from every relationship you learn something.
You learn something more about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally, like I learned my strength and my resilience and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I learned like how to really hold my head like high. Like this man was straight up disrespecting me in the church, outside the church, around the church. Even after that, you got these dudes that'll sit here. They really will sit up here and play in your face. Like they will play in your face all day. I don't.
But Donna said they should be able to cheat. Say no.
And fellas, don't get it twisted. It's hard walking away, but we got to put ourselves first.
Yeah, you know
listen, I would say this: if that's the way you want your wife and your household to be set up, then if she with it, then it works for you. Because whatever don't work for one, works for others. So it is. But that's what I'm trying to say.
That's one thing I can't accept is infidelity. I feel as though if you cheat on me, you're being greedy. That's it, and that's all.
People only gonna let do what you allow them to get away with.
I take a lot that I probably shouldn't, but cheating is something I never could have said.
Well, Heidi, you experienced a lot too. How do you do it, like forgiving? Because your past.
I'm not like.
I swear, like y'all paths are different, but y'all pain is the same. Literally, like y'all, man. I mean, you're starting from.
I am a child abuse victim. We start there. I'm a two-time rape victim, plus a kidnap victim.
Okay, sorry to hear.
You know, and I dealt with a lot of abuse. I'm definitely a survivor.
Yes.
You know, I had to learn. I didn't forgive my mother, and I won't forgive her for what she did. But I had to learn to get over that.
Let it go.
Mm-hmm. I had to learn to let it go, and it took me years to let it go.
Yeah.
And I had to come to conclusion. She's never gonna love me. I am non-existent to her, no matter how successful I
had become. She's
never gonna acknowledge
because
that.
you did that, so you wouldn't carry them burdens.
No, so and I always burdened myself with work. I really didn't deal with too many relationships because it's always, I got in my head, all men cheat.
Right.
No matter how good you are to a man, I'm not here to build a man. I'm not here to take care of no man babies. None of that.
Right.
Wow. She said that.
Who can relate?
I'm afraid.
I can relate. I think once we get to a certain point, we be like, yo.
What I did do is learn. So the ones like don't deal with infidelity.
No need to care.
I cannot do once infidelity. No, I'm not forgiving you for that. Yeah. Because you could have went and gave me a disease. You could have who knows what.
It's so true.
Because when you sleep with someone, you sharing those juices together and all that.
It's so true.
Go outside of the relationship
and go get some more juices and bring that stuff back to me.
Your life at risk.
All them spiritual demons.
Instead of protecting themselves, if they want to cheat, at least protect yourself.
Yeah.
Like.
Now, you know what me protecting myself is
petroleum jelly in the bathroom in a magazine.
That's my protection. My protection is just don't touch me.
That is the safest protection. A magazine and petroleum jelly.
Let me be. Guys, we don't have. I'm sorry.
No, the countdown has begun.
To let go, so I can go and move on because it will have you stagnated.
And what I always did, I kept myself busy.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
so
Donna.
I would never think about that stuff, and it's like, okay,
if you don't deal with it,
but there are your
triggers. Exactly. That's what I'm
oh my God, the triggers.
Don't worry,
gosh. I so wish Pink Elephant was here because I swear this topic that she wanted to do and really about this whole thing. I love she had this. Gosh, let me find it. Y'all know I got my sheet together.
Yeah, she made sure she emailed it to all of us.
So Tamika's Pink Elephant story was going to be on my story is not my identity.
That's right.
True.
My story is not my identity. What happened to me, but it's not my identity.
It doesn't define me.
Right. It's not my identity. And y'all know, like in my book, Untraumatized, the first sentence when you open
her
the book
is so dope,
is
y'all.
what? And Faith has a copy of the book. The first line says, "You are not your trauma."
Yeah.
Okay? Your trauma is your trauma, and you are you. And so the moment that you learn how to separate the two, that's when the healing begins.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yes.
All right. So. Damn, y'all! I'm sorry that we running out of time, man. That